G'day everybody, and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. And today I had a little bit of an idea while I was at work. My normal 9 to 5 job, which is for me is 9 p.m. at night till 7:30 in the morning. And I was thinking about my next build and sort of tossing some ideas around in my head, and I sort of thought about how when I make a new sim family or a new sim that I want to play, I always go and make a household full of potential partners for them. So a boyfriend and or girlfriend house. So I always put 8 sims in there. I make 8 different sims with different personalities that I might choose, or perhaps I put the spunky one and a couple of friends there, so that, or some girlfriends, so that, or mates, so that my sim can have not only friends but potential partners at the ready if we don't get along with whatever sims appear randomly in the neighbourhood, whatever ones that they generate. So I decided to build a set of apartments because I always put my sims together in a house and, you know, put a couple of bedrooms in and just leave 8 of them living in a box, basically. So I've decided to give them their own apartments. So what we're building here is 8 separate apartments, all meant for a single sim, but all of them with double beds in the bedrooms, so that, you know, if you want to slip across and have a little quiet romantic dinner and a little bit of adult time, not on your lot but on theirs, you can. And they're all self-contained, so you can lock a door and prevent other sims from coming in or out. So here I am now just making sure that windows match up. I did consider having roof access, but I changed my mind. I thought it's too much, and we're going to have some nice gardens downstairs anyway. So there's this like a pool and stuff that you'll see at the end. And one of the features of these apartments are that the toilet, the little house, the john, the throne, whatever you want to call it, is contained in a separate room, and that's the tiny little room that you can see by itself now. I've actually put little half walls in there to separate it off, to give it a little almost a pseudo hallway to the bedroom and the bathroom and the toilet. The living areas are quite not Spartan, but limited on the amount of space that we have for them. You could always extend them if you really wanted. Everything is in there though. They can watch television. There is also some kind of skill building item in every apartment, so if you didn't want to lock the doors and let them, you know, freely use each other's apartments or whatever, they can do that and build some sort of skills. So there's a couple of chessboards, there's a card table, there's an easel, there's a guitar, there's, I think, a violin somewhere. So they can work on those skill building. There's also bookcases, not in every apartment. So it does provide them with the full opportunity to develop their personalities and their skills without requiring a whole lot of space. And at the moment, I'm really just trying to decide on the look for the outside of the building. And in the end, you'll see that we actually go for a very Art Deco kind of feel, and we've done a little bit of work with, did have a bit of a fiddle with roofs, and I just couldn't get them to work how I imagined in my head. So we went for just a normal flat roof, and as you can see here, I'm trying to work out roofs, and it just, I guess I could have taken the eaves off, but yeah, they still wouldn't really have worked for me. So you'll see in a minute I take all these roofs off again and just go for a flat roof. And we do some, yeah, see, it's still not really working for me. So we do a little bit of, see, again and again, I tried with the roofs, but you'll see here in a minute there you go, we're starting to put our Art Deco kind of feel on by using the walls, the different height walls, as features. And we do this all the way around, so it does give it a very, very much 1920s feel. And we add a little bit of decoration externally to the walls to carry that that feeling through. And I really liked it. And so the overall feel of the building, I think, is that Art Deco that has been modernised with the beautiful big windows that let lots of light in. But we've still gone for some features that, you know, carry that Art Deco theme across. We don't really have any good windows that would match that. So devs, if any of my, you know, subscribers or viewers want to mention it to the ARC devs, I did include it in a tweet some time ago. And here I'm looking at colours, but in the end we just decide on white, a simple black and white exterior, or a dark chocolate brown and white exterior, because we don't really have any true black for these. And I will go and fix the foundations up in just a tick, there we go, to match the theme. And this is the back of the building, and we're making a kind of patio area. Now this is putting in the pool, and I tried to go, I sort of followed that really angular shape of the building to sort of, oh gosh, there goes my clock again, my apologies, I don't think I can make a video without it. And I did kind of think about putting the whole fencing around the property, but just fenced off the pool area in the end. And yeah, we're just now putting in, as you can see, some decor around the pool, and I do sort of start work on the garden area now, so you do get a good view of this. In the end though, I have only shown you me decorating a couple of the apartments, because if I'd shown you all 8, we'd be here till Christmas time, and nobody's got time for that. So a couple of trees and some rocks, and excuse the noise of the buzzsaw in the background. One of my neighbours has decided that today would be a good day to cut down some of his trees. So we're putting some plants in the garden. Get down there on that ground. It just would not go, so we've gone for something else. And little touches of colour, which I really like, without the main sort of focus of the gardens is light and white. And you can see here, for a little bit of realism, we have included 8 letterboxes, so your Sims are going to have to check everyone when they want to check their mail. Putting in a fountain here with some interesting features, a few more rocks. Obviously I love the way they look. The secret to making your rocks look really good in your garden is terrain painting, and painting the little bit of dirt around them, because grass doesn't always grow up to the edges of rocks. It doesn't always grow in shaded areas. So, you know, putting a little bit of fairly, you know, not straight black dirt, but making it look like it's been worn away or perhaps died off a bit. You don't see me doing the terrain painting in this video, I don't think, because after I've done with the flowers, we move on to decorating some apartments. But yeah, and we're just about to head into the apartments here. I do a little bit more in the garden. As you can see, still the flowers are still very white, to match that, you know, the white building, but with the occasional pop of colour. And in fact, I've done that in a couple of the apartments as well, where they've been very, very pastel with the odd pop of colour. So now we're going to back to the building itself, putting those darker tiles on the roof to give it that really the clear black and white feel, or black and dark grey in that case. And first things first, we're putting a few lights in so that we can see. We work on the two hallways, the entrance hallway and the upstairs hallway first. So, and of course my favourite colours, black, red and white. So we've gone for a couple of red couches and made this a real red and white sort of addition with some nice lush green plants to foil against those colours. So there we go, some plants in. I do have the move objects, the show hidden objects, and the ignore gameplay entitlement for objects, so that we've got the full range of objects to use. I have used a few items not from the base game, so my apologies if you have to replace them. But I'm sure you'll find equivalent if you don't have the game or expansion packs that I have. I will also put a download link for this in the description. And here we've moved into one of the apartments and we're working on putting in a kitchen. And I think I'd take one of these out to put the fridge in. No, we leave them there, and we use some stools as our dining area, and we have done this for a couple of the apartments as well. Not put in an actual dining table, but used the stools and the island benches so that that's where they can eat. But there is at least 2 seats right beside each other, so that if your sim did want to have their current lady love or gentleman love over, they can sit beside each other and chat. So this one is a bit of a blue and cream sort of feel, and we've put those cabinets in. We do put some little decor items, and again we need more things to be able to snap to the top of those half wall balustrades, because the only thing that does actually snap to it is one plant that I found. So we're looking for, there we go, some curtains to cover, and we've put that beautiful shiny, I think that's basketball flooring, but just looks fantastic on the floors. I really love polished floorboards for myself. Yeah, and so there you can see we've put an easel in this apartment. Now we're looking for a few more items so we can make it look a little bit realistic, a little bit lived in. We've moved here to the balcony. Each of the apartments has their own completely private balconies, so they really do have a completely self-contained apartment that nobody else needs to live in. So into the bedroom, and we are just fiddling with colours to match the sort of the blue cream theme, and we've gone for a pale cream, and we've gone for a darker sort of muted emerald for the curtains, and we get some lovely paintings, not too many. And yeah, each apartment has a different colour theme and is decorated differently. So beds will be on different walls, kitchens are located in different areas. None of these bedrooms are identical, and you will see that when we look at the final screenshots, which are not coming up yet. And yeah, just getting some decor items onto those shelves to make it look like somebody lives here and somebody you know, cares about the apartment. And see, there you can see the little toilet's got its own little room. I don't know about you, but if I'm soaking in a tub with the beautiful scented candles and a towel rolled up behind my head and a glass of something cold, it doesn't have to be wine, just for those who are interested, I don't want to see the toilet. So I've put it off in a separate room. These bathrooms are quite large, and there is plenty of room, so I couldn't decide on where everything should go. Double sink and mirrors just to make it seem larger, to add to the light. The bathrooms don't have any windows, so I did want to make them nice and light and bright and not feel like they're little closed-in sort of boxes. So we've carried through our sort of our butterfly and put some little plants on the wall, which I think looks quite cute. This is a different, why have we skipped to a different bathroom? I may have cut out a bit here because, yeah, I think we've got a few decorated here. We're on to the second apartment here because there just was so much to do, and I really felt like you didn't need to watch or indeed be interested in every single apartment being decorated. I've tried to include as much greenery as possible into the bathrooms, just simply because they're little boxes and you want the air, want it to feel like there's air and there's light and bright in there. And little plant there on the back of the toilet, and I think we put some little posters and things like that on the walls in various of the little toilet rooms. And this is working on, I think this was a cream and brown apartment. And yeah, so normally I start with well, no, I just start with the bathrooms because we kind of, with a limited choice of floor tiles, like tiling for bathrooms, a limited colour choice, I want to sort of get that same theme going through. So we kind of start with the bathrooms, and it's just a matter of getting matching decor going in the other rooms. This room's probably more of that bedroom's probably more of a sort of a grey and cream rather than a brown and cream, but I think you'll agree at the end it comes up all right. And of course, ground floor, we definitely need curtains on the bedroom windows and lots of little plants to make that bedroom, that bedside table more decorative. And I get the feeling this is a bit of a boys' room because there's, a few things laying around. There's a bit of sporting gear there, a bag, and I think we actually add to the clutter a bit later. This is the kitchen though. And don't tell me I didn't decorate that wall. If I haven't, good grief, if there's bare walls. No, I still might, because I don't know what we're looking at here. I think I'm looking at colour swatches on my other screen just to get an idea of, or kitchens, to get an idea of what to put into like a galley style kitchen, which is how this one ends up. And yeah, I'm hoping we decorated the rest of this. You can see, again, we've got a little chest table in there. We've got the stools at the island bench, and we're going to put a little TV tucked in the corner there, sized up obviously so that it looks like it's a decent size for them. And again, here I think I'm looking at colour swatches, so I apologise for not cutting them out, but you get an idea of my thought process. I'm looking at other rooms and other decorator sites on my other screen while I'm doing this so that I can tie the colours together a little bit, or as best I can. And yeah, move along. We're going for, oh, there we go. I was looking something up for the flooring. We go half carpet, half wood, which is looks kind of cute, and it certainly sections off our kitchen really well. And I'm looking for colours to match. Gosh, I did not go back, and so my apologies. I will finish that off before I upload this to the gallery, so that you'll be able to have a fully furnished, fully decorated house when you download it. You won't have any need to go back and finish what I didn't do. And we're just looking for some, some items. As you can see, all of the kitchens are complete. They have a stove, they have a microwave, they have a fridge, they have bench space to put food on. They all have a sink. There's no dishwashers, obviously. The final value of the property will be a little bit prohibitive, unless it's, like I said, a boyfriend and girlfriend house that you use and you cheat to give them enough money to move in. And again, a lot of the apartments have a lot of green plants in them, just because I love indoor plants, and I would have them everywhere if I could. So I've tried to do a similar thing here, get plants everywhere. And this is the outside, just fixing up some of the plants. And this is, because we were a little bit blue and cream here, we've gone for blue out here, but they're probably a bit bright, but that's okay. We made them quite cute. So now we're heading into the screenshots. This is the final look of the house. Very Art Deco looking. And the 8 letterboxes, I really think that they add a touch of realism to the shots. This is the downstairs hallway entrance lobby, and this is one angle of the upstairs hallway. So you can see quite bland. This is our first apartment, brown and cream, with the lovely long curtains there. This is the brown and cream bedroom, bathroom, what am I saying, bedroom, and then more of a grey and cream bedroom, just to change it up a little bit so it's not too similar. And I don't think that's the right, I think I may have mixed up the screenshots. This is the next apartment with that beautiful basketball wood flooring and the eggshell blue and darker blue or darker sort of green or teal curtains. This is the bathroom of that apartment. I hope I've got them all in the right order, with a beautiful mirrored wall, and the exterior here, black and white. This is our next apartment. This one's pink, basically. Very feminine, really cute exposed bricks, and the gingham wallpaper in here with the paneling. I think very feminine, very cute, and a very pink, very girly bathroom. You can choose to have a guy in there. It's not a law. And this is the balcony there with a couple of oyster shell coloured ottomans for them. And I quite like this apartment. I've called it Bohemian, but I'm not quite sure that that's what it should be called. I love the blue and green in here, quite muted in this room with the pop of colour there, and I based it all around these beautiful colours in the bedroom, rich blue and rich emerald, and the bathroom is just blue and white, with a little hint of green there in the pictures, just to carry that colour through. This apartment obviously is our red and white apartment. We've got some black and white wood on the floor, and everything else is as red and as white as I could make it. I quite like it. It's got a little bit of an Asian feel, I think, very modern, and with a little bit of pop of the extra colours, just to break it up a little bit. And that is its balcony, which I really like. You can see it's up on the second floor. This one, beautiful cream and silver. I really liked how fresh and how open this looks. The bedroom here, wooden floorboards, but it feels quite lush, quite private. And the bathroom, again, very pale cream and white, with just the pop of colour with the flowers and the leaves in the pictures. And this is the balcony, again, white ottomans. They can barbecue and eat inside. This is our next one. We've kind of gone for a richer cream and blue here, very lush in the bedroom as well, quite modern. And you can see the blue and cream in the bathroom. Really quite a bold statement with those tiles. Gosh, and this is the balcony. Oh my gosh, this is our industrial apartment. Very monochrome. Really the only pops of colour we've got is the plants. This is the bedroom, black and white, quite plush. Very, very masculine in its feel. And this is the bathroom. And as you can see in the mirrored tiles there, the opposite wall is white. And this is to carry the industrial theme through. We've got a concrete picnic table out on the balcony. This is the pool area, and we're heading up to the floor plan. This is the very top floor, so you can see how it's laid out on the block. Our next floor, first floor down, so you can see the layout of the apartments themselves, and it's identical on the ground floor. I hope you enjoyed my speed build. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a good one.